don't just rip your number plate off. You will have had this issue with number plates drilled in previously and you want to put a smaller one on. I'm going to fix these holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also took the paint off from a previous job. Watch how I fix these. So what I do now is I key up the inside of the hole. This ensures the next step works properly. So that's a fiberglass filler, which I just wanted to plug them holes. I'm going to sand off 90% of this, but you need to make sure you've got enough on it so you can sort of leave a bit over it. Left a tiny bit on the face of it. Plug the holes, but if you plug the holes and sand it all off, you're going to be left with something that can just fall in. Can't sand too much, you got to leave a little tiny bit on, feather it out. It's had quite a bit of work before this bumper, as you can see. All that's thick primer, and it is thick as well. Like, it's had a few paint jobs, not just 1 or 2. I think it's had about 3 paint jobs before this. So yeah, get on to the next bit now, which is primer. So that's the UV primer on there. Quite unassuming. It goes on transparent, but it's just as thick as your 2K high build primers. When you sand it, it looks a bit more assuring. But you can see when you start sanding it, you know, you can tell it's got something on. It's just when it first goes on, it looks like water. All finished now, Corus grey. It's all fresh now. Just keep his reds covered. There's a few different ways of approaching that. That way works. I've done that for a long time. Don't have any complaints. I've seen what can happen if you don't plug it enough. Like if you just sand it right down and you don't leave that little mill or something on the top, you know, and then feather that out, because if you just sand it right down and plug that hole will fall through.